Hello students, welcome back to my channel Lightup Knowledge and very warm welcome to today's video. I hope you all are doing great. In today's video we will cover allusion, which is a literary form. Today we will understand allusion. So this will be part 1 of its video where I'll give you the basic introduction to allusion and we'll do some examples of course. So it's a request to my students to watch this completely, as a part missed can cause an incomplete understanding, which I am sure no one wants. Now without any further ado or delay, let's jump right into the video. What is allusion? An allusion is a literary device that makes an indirect reference. Indirect means implicit reference to a person, event, place, object, history, idea or another work. So it is usually an implicit reference perhaps to another work of literature or art or to a person or an event. So it is often a kind of appeal to a reader to share some experience with the writer. It stimulates associations and extra information in the reader's mind with which she or he is familiar. So the aim of putting allusion in a piece of work is something that we already know. The poet or the writer wants us to make aware with something that we already know. So when using allusion, a writer tends to assume and establish literary tradition, basically a body of common knowledge with the audience, sharing that tradition and an ability on the part of the audience to pick up the reference. So it is expected from the reader to pick up the reference, to pick up allusion from a piece of work. So basically allusion is an indirect reference or a passing reference. Okay, it does not directly put a reference. No, it does not. It puts an indirect reference. And to whom does it put an indirect reference to? It can be to a person, it can be to an event, to a place, to an object, to a history, idea or some another piece of work. So what does it do? It stimulates, it adds association, it adds speedy associations and extra information in the mind of the reader about which the reader is expected to already know. So it is a very beautiful piece of writing where we observe that it is more expected from basically a literary audience. Let us have a look at some examples of allusion drawn from the celebrated authors of literature. The first one is from Thomas Nashe's Litany in the Time of Plague, and the example goes like this: brightness falls from the air, queens have died young and fair, dust hath closed Helen's eye. So here the unidentified Helen in the last line alludes to Helen of Troy. So most allusions serve to illustrate or expand or enhance a subject, but some are used in order to undercut it ironically by a basic discrepancy between the subject and the allusion. The next example is from T.S. Eliot's Wasteland, and it goes like this: the chair she sat in, like a varnished throne, glowed on the marble. So here it is describing a woman at her basic modern dressing table. So it is a reference to a modern woman here. So therefore allusion will always be an indirect reference, maybe to a person, it can be to a place, it can be event, or it can also be to another literary work or passage, and it could be also related to historical or a literary personality. Allusions add to the depth, sharpness, richness and range of the writing with just a word or two, and basically it is done to trigger associations of the reader from the past knowledge. So therefore allusions add these following things to associate relationship with the past knowledge of the reader the writer wants to associate. Allusion in English literature and language is commonly made to disciplines like art. It is also made to music and also refers or indirectly references to literature, history, the Bible, nursery rhymes, and it could be also some basic myths, and it also concludes some famous fictional or historical characters or event. So Shakespeare or any other popular and easily recognizable source, so they can be used in prose and poetry as well. So yes guys, that was all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, you found it useful. If you did, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Press that bell icon so that you can get regular updates of the videos that I upload. So this was part 1 of the video. In the upcoming part, that is part 2, we will discuss kinds of illusions which are drawn from literature. All the important links of the playlist will be linked down in the description box for you to check. So until we meet next time, keep learning and keep growing.